Welcome to There Is Glow, where we talk about issues that matter to the state, void of politics, fear of favor. The minority leader, Alexander Afenyo-Markin, has called on the majority caucus in parliament to stop displaying placards bearing the image of the former finance minister Ken Ofori-Atta during parliamentary proceedings. Raising the issue on the floor of parliament, Afenyo-Markin expressed concern over the actions of some majority members of parliament who held up placards portraying Mr. Ofori-Atta during the State of the Nation address. He said the move has generated strong objections from the Council of Elders of the New Patriotic Party and the former minister's family. According to the minority leader, political disagreement should not result in actions that damage the reputation of individuals who have not been found guilty by court of law. He warned that allowing such conduct to continue would create an unhealthy precedent in Parliament. He appealed to the majority chief whip and leadership to ensure that similar incidents do not occur again in order to preserve decorum and peace in the House. He noted that the family of Mr. Ofori-Atta expressed deep concern over the incident. The minority added that while Parliament remains space for political debate, personal attacks and public ridicule should be avoided to protect dignity of members and maintain mutual respect within the chamber. So this is coming from minority leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin. He said, why? Yes, we know kind of Ofori-Atta's issue is in court, blah, blah, blah. But why will you go to Parliament holding placards showing his picture in a way that it's a dent on his reputation? In a way you're trying to tarnish his image, because Ken Ofori-Atta, according to him, Ken Ofori-Atta has been good to the people of Ghana. Well, then will you go, showing placards? What has he done? Like, it's a ridicule to him and his family members. This is Afenyo-Markin telling us this. Now, Ken Ofori-Atta wasn't shy when he was engaged in signing contract that involved, the state disbursing fund into projects, into contract, and at the end of the day, we don't see those projects and we don't see that money. As for that, it wasn't a dent to the image of Ghanaians. It wasn't a disrespect to Ghanaians. When funds were allocated, when he kept sighing for funds to be allocated into projects that never exist, projects that we never saw with our eyes, that is not a disrespect to Ghanaians. So we should take it lightly. We should sleep. We should take water and sleep over it, because it's normal. Everyone at all can do it. Yes, the law states that you don't have to call someone, you don't have to prove someone guilty, or you don't have to conclude that a person is guilty if the court hasn't declared him or her guilty. But as the majority state that Ken Ofori-Atta is guilty, they are just showing placard. And that placard is sending an info across that Ken Ofori-Atta needs to come back. Ken Ofori-Atta needs to be questioned. Since the MPP is not ready to speak on his behalf, he needs to come and answer the question for himself. Because I'm not sure Ken Ofori-Atta will take a decision without involving the members of his party. No, it doesn't happen like that. He can't take a decision on his own. He belongs to a group. He belongs to a party. And so when you're taking a decision, everyone is involved. And then you see it and you tell us that they shouldn't hold placard. It's a disrespect to him. It's a disrespect to the family. And what he did is not a disrespect to Ghanaians. It is something that is good. It's something that should be applauded. It's something that we should praise him for. Do you know what that 58 or 51 million that was being pumped into the National Cathedral can do for Ghana? Do you know what that money can do for this country? We can equally use that money to construct roads. We can use that money to build hospitals. We can use that money to build schools. But here lies the case. We can't find the money. And Ken Ofori-Atta is nowhere to be found. And then you are saying they shouldn't wear placards. And your black placards no mokitano. What does he say? It's a picture. But just like the way the saying goes, akutia bia ni nira. And so they've concluded on the issue. But I feel like the minority leader, in a way, needs to be careful because I feel it's too much. It's becoming too much. See, we have parliamentarians. Yes, we respect you. But sometimes when you go over the board, you should know you've gone over the board. And you should realign yourself properly. The MPP could have done worse. Let's take this cocoa issue, for instance. The MPP has taken this case like a World Cup. Even after the government or the president organized stakeholders to engage the cocoa farmers, of which most of them, let me say 99.9%, are in agreement with the government. Some members of the MPP went back to confront them, making it look as if it's intentional. And with what you are doing, as for that, they're normal. It's normal. It's normal to the government. But you've forgotten that you've held power before. You are not even able to handle the cocoa sector. The MPP should come out and tell us what they did for cocoa farmers when they were in power. What at all did they do for cocoa farmers when they were in power? And now, that is the only issue they have. If you see a group of MPP members sitting down to talk, it's about cocoa. That is all they have. They have nothing else to say. And that is why they are peddling falsehood. They are making claims that do not exist. They are making claims without even vivid evidence. Just to score, for political gain. What we are saying is that Ken Ofori-Atta, by hook or crook, needs to appear here. And I know he will come. But he will come. He needs to be questioned. We need to retrieve those money. We can't just allow those monies to fly just like that. No. That is what we are saying. If we don't do that, then what is the essence? If we don't do that, are we not creating rooms for other people to follow that same route? If we don't do that, are we not encouraging corruption? Is that not what we are doing? So the majority should keep quiet. Even this, they did not even talk. They sent placard when President Mahama was delivering the State of Nation address. It's just to give out information that Ken Ofori-Atta, we are waiting for you. But you see, the problem is that they don't realize that they are even doing more than what the majority is doing. Now, more call parliament with a sash, with cocoa, and also, what does it mean? What are you trying to portray? What are you trying to tell the government? You went to parliament with sash and cocoa just to tell the government that the government is not doing so well in cocoa, forgetting that you handled that same thing and you did worse. You even left a debt for the current administration. You should be happy. You should be even applauding the government because they are paying the debt that was inherited from you. And then because of cheap political gains, we tend to say anything at all. It's not good. What we are saying, see, our main focus is to stop corruption. Our main focus is to bring an end to it. Our main focus is that those monies needs to be retrieved. If at the end of the day, God being so good, Ken Ofori-Atta is back into the country, he's being questioned, and investigations are ongoing, and everything shows that that is it. But if investigation goes on, and everything shows that he's found guilty, and also but as it stands now, you can't tell the majority that they shouldn't hold placards of Ken Ofori-Atta. It's a disgrace to the family. Come on, a disgrace to the family. What he did to Ghana is not a disgrace and a disrespect to the ordinary citizens. Using taxpayers' money. Pumping taxpayers' money into projects that do not exist. You don't see that as a disgrace. And you don't see that as a disrespect to the ordinary Ghanaians. You don't see that. And then because they all placards with picture and say, no, yes, no. I think where we've gotten to, let's upgrade. Okay, it will not help us. All that we want is that for him to come back. You see, this man is actually making the thing so difficult for himself. Like by now, I say me idea. If you know what song, simple as ABC. When you heja biao, you are being questioned, you give your answer. Because even after the interrogation, they will still need to investigate. Yes, we know that there was a project called National Cathedral. We know an amount of money has been pumped into it. We know the cathedral now has become a manhole. But even though we know, they will still investigate. That is the Ghana we find ourselves. They will still investigate. We know that they've signed contract with SML and all that. Be aware. But they will still investigate. So when no enye bibia ye twem bebresa. But to one no simple. Now bibia ko what's it that? And now they are trying to remind him that see, and yes, you if you was no, and then you're saying that it's a disrespect. It's a disrespect to his family. Not a disrespect to Ghanaians. Not a disrespect to the taxpayer. The taxpayer who pays money and sees nothing out of what he pays for. You know how painful it is when you pay money into something and you don't get anything from it. You know how painful it is. You feel as if you are wasting your resources. It's just like you pouring water on a stone. You are wasting water. Even if you pour water back to the river, you know that when you are in need, you can still get water to fetch. But when you pour it on a stone, it becomes a waste because you can't fetch it. And then we pay taxes, we don't see what the money is being used for. Na yenko tia obi akakoshe nyame bona ye ne kwakotua wonka. And then we are asking for you to come back and also that you are. You see, for one thing, this one is a fair advice for the minority. I feel like the talking is too much. Yes, you're supposed to act as a watchdog to ensure that the majority is doing the right thing. But I feel like sometimes when you overdo it, you become a laughing stock to the people. Even if all you are saying is the right thing, you are bremo. Because they are not going to listen to it. They will not. Any say yakoka say the security recruitment is full of scam. Any. You get it now? So sometimes I feel like the minority needs to take their time. You take your time before you come out to speak. You might feel like you are talking to the people, you are talking for the people. That is how they see it. But you don't know that they are fed up. They are fed up. And you know the most funny aspect? The same party you are fighting for, you don't even have an idea how fed up people are with you. But just that they won't tell you. That is the most funniest, scariest of it all. And the funny aspect is that, excuse me, I'm not saying that the minority leader is fooling or something, but I'm just citing an example. The most funny and scariest aspect of it is when you are fully and people know that you are fully and they are hailing you to fool. You are full, and they know you are fully. They know that what you are doing, nothing profitable come out from it. But instead of them to tell you, they are helping you to fool. That is the most dangerous aspect, because when you are falling down, you fall down like that grind. And no one will help you to rise. And that is when you realize that you've made a fool out of yourself. So please, a word to the wise is in the north and not the south. Thank you for making time with me on the screen.